I don't like Duke at all.
Giants
Like, why am I even picking against the Giants?
Bryce,
There's nothing besides Willie Neighbors that I like about the Giants. Why am I picking them?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Right Bench Podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm James.
Season 3, Episode 8. This is our second take now, guys. Good stuff. So, we're going to be doing NBA standings predictions here together. It's going to be fast. Booster rundown, 45 seconds, MLB, not 30, 45. NFL picks, dog of the week. Let's do it.
All right, let's run through this. We're going to start with the Eastern Conference in the NBA. We're going to give our 1 through 15. I do want to shout out or say that we are, 2 days in the NBA season now, so we might get a little bit from teams that we know so far, but we haven't got the whole gist yet. So, I think we start, we were talking about it before, I think it's Boston at number 1 pretty easily.
Yeah, that was my idea, guys. Boston number 1.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, all Charlie. That was all Charlie. Right there.
James was saying put him at number 2, but I was like,
I never. Okay.
No, he never said that.
All right. And then I think 14 and 15 is easily going to be, in my opinion, I'm confident that it's going to be Wizards Nets in some kind of order.
I like Washington at 15.
You like Washington at 15? So I think we put Washington at 15. Even though I think Brooklyn's really bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think Brooklyn is.
I think Brooklyn's got some playmakers.
Maybe.
I
think Cam Johnson is a good season.
Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
They got
bucket
Claxton.
getters.
They've got a couple other guys, so they won't be too bad. Finney Smith's on their team, isn't he?
Yep, still is.
He's solid. So they won't be that bad as here, but I mean, they'll be bad. They won't be as bad as Washington.
Yeah.
You probably can't see this too well, but it's there. We'll put the final stuff on the screen where you can see it at the end. So, what do you think next, James?
All right, I think down here at 13 and 12, or 13, 12, 11 teams who are missing the play-in, I think our 3 options or 4 options goes in like Detroit, Chicago, Toronto, Charlotte. I think those are kind of the 4, maybe Atlanta. But I think we start, in my opinion, putting Chicago somewhere, placing them somewhere, because I just don't.
Yeah, no, they suck.
I think there's no chance that they get in the play-in this year, but.
Okay, I think Toronto's bad. Chicago's bad. Toronto. Who does Toronto have? Scotty Barnes.
Yep, that's really it.
They quickly. Let's put Chicago at 13. That's not what we did originally.
Yep.
We're gonna do it now.
Okay, I like Chicago at 13.
And let's do Toronto at 12.
Yep, I agree. I think that's good.
And then Detroit can go at 11.
Okay, we can put Detroit barely missing the play-in, even though I think they do have a better season.
I think this is a big discrepancy between 10 and 11.
Really?
Because I think Detroit, all those teams are like pitiful, and then Charlotte's gonna have a solid season, I think, at the 10. But
so let's put Charlotte at 10 then.
LaMelo could get hurt, Brandon Miller could get hurt, and this could all go haywire. So this would not be right, guys.
Yeah, so I think standings predictions is just something that like you're trying to predict teams really just how good they can be by their rosters at the beginning of the year. This has nothing to do with what goes on in the season, right? There could be trades, there could be injuries, right? I mean, for all we know, Jason Tatum.
20-game losing streaks.
Yeah, for all we know, probably not. But for all we know,
last year.
You're right. For all we know, it could be Jason Tatum with a season-ending injury, and Boston could not even make the playoffs. Like, you never know.
Well, that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. But
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum could get hurt, and they'll still be top 6.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right. Let's do the Hawks at 9. Start there.
All right, I agree.
Seems pretty set in stone. Now we have 7 teams here, and no clue where to put them.
Okay, so I think we go back to 2.
Yeah, so it could be the Knicks, it could be the Sixers, it could be the Cavs, and that's kind of it. It could be the Bucks.
Okay,
so it could be the Pacers, it could be the Magic. Like, okay, we have no idea. I say Knicks.
Yeah, I agree. So I think Knicks at 2 is, with their roster this year, their starting 5 is one of the best in the NBA. It might be the best, like when you're just looking at it on paper.
Other than the
besides
Celtics.
Boston.
Celtics, when we say that, we're not including Boston.
Yeah, you're never including. I mean, they're incredible, honestly. And I think at 3, I think this is really, in my opinion, between 2 younger teams. I think it's between Indiana and Orlando. I think either one of those teams.
I say Indiana's in the plan.
I think either one of them makes a jump. Indiana or Orlando. Maybe it is Orlando. Paolo Banchero has been balling in preseason and in his first game. I like Orlando to make a jump. I can't put the Cavs here, and I can't put Miami.
No, we're not putting Miami.
And I can't put Philly.
Miami. I think our playing teams here are Miami and Indiana. I'm pretty set in stone.
I'll put Miami because I'm not high on Miami. A lot of people are. I think Bam Adebayo has a better season, but I don't see Miami really going anywhere, and I can't put Indiana there.
I can.
I don't agree. Like I have in my opinion, Indiana's way high. So why? What's your argument?
They're just not as good. They're not as good of a team as the Cavs, as the Bucks, as the Magic, and as the Sixers. And you saw it last year, right? They kind of fell off into the play-in last year. Did they make the play-in, or did they were in the top 6?
They were in They're at 6, I think.
They're at 6 anyway. Like the Siakam Halliburton thing is good, wasn't great. They kind of fell off towards the end of the year. I think these other 4 teams are better than them, and
maybe
stand strong on that.
Maybe.
But the Celtics are going to win the championship just like the Warriors did 5, 6, 7 years ago.
I think the Pacers. In my opinion, my play-in team is Philly, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
I think Philly's.
Can't predict injuries.
I think Philly is going to be a team. Well, we kind of can. So Joel Embiid will not play any back-to-back games this year. They came out and said that. The NBA is actually looking into this. It violates some policies, so it could end up not happening. Paul George was already out at the beginning of the season in their first game. All I'm saying is that this team just. Like, they look like they're going to be injury-prone. And while I can't predict that, in the roster on paper, a lot of people are hyping him up. Paul George is getting older now. I don't think he takes a jump at all. I think he makes his team better. I don't think he makes them playoff or championship contenders, in my opinion. So I would put Philly in the play-in this year. But I'm fine putting Indiana there just because there's some unknown there with their offense coming into this year. Because a lot of people have said, like you said, they dropped off last season. Are they going to come in with more of a dog? Are they going to come in with more of a, you know what I mean? So I'm cool putting Indiana 7.
Okay, and we can get Philly 6. I like Philly 6. Okay,
Philly 6. So that's where I had him. I had him 7, 6.
Okay. And then also, I like Orlando and Cleveland in that 3-4 slot. Okay. I don't know where yet, but I think Milwaukee at 5. I don't think they get any better.
I totally agree with that.
I don't think they get any better.
So I think Dame's going to ball out of his mind this year. I think Dame and Giannis are going to be incredible. They don't have much around him. Around them. They really don't. They're just not as deep as their championship run, 3 years ago now, and they're trying to keep this same core. It really doesn't work anymore. I think the Bucks have a drop-off this year. I think they can still make a run in the playoffs, but I got them at 5. I think it's a good idea.
Old. Going to get injured probably. We can't predict that, though.
I think we just take one. I think we just put Orlando there. So the reason I can't put Cleveland is because they were better last year without Darius Garland. They were better statistically. They were better. They won more games.
Okay, yeah. If they didn't have a new coach, I'd say sure. But I think their new coach is really going to get them going. I had them as a 1 seed last year. Y'all probably don't know that, but you should. And obviously it didn't work, but it was close. They were 2 seed for a lot of the year. I think that was part of me just trying to be different, right? It was the Celtics the whole time.
Yeah.
But I think Orlando, Cleveland, it's very close. I do think it's very close. So if you want to go Orlando, I know I'm in Cleveland. I'm really high on Cleveland. I'm normally high, so I know it wouldn't be the usual thing to say. To put Cleveland 3, so if you want to put Orlando 3, that's fine with me. Yeah,
I agree. I think we put Orlando at 3, and then Cleveland can go at 4. I think it's interchangeable, like you said. So I think Orlando just takes a bigger jump this year. They got so much better, in my opinion. I think KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, is one of the most underrated moves of the offseason this year. Going to Orlando from Denver, championship experience, some veteran leadership. I just think Orlando's really good this year.
Yeah, and part of it just in kind of, what's the word? Leapfrog off of that. It's not the word. We're going to say leapfrog off of that. Mm-hmm. It's going to really hurt Denver.
Yeah,
it's going to really hurt Denver.
Which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah, so as of a minute, let's go right now. You can screenshot this after.
Yeah, we will screenshot this after. But let's move to the Western Conference.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we get... So I don't even think the 1 seed is clear this year in the West, which a lot of people are saying it is, which... I'll probably end up agreeing.
It was my pick last year.
Is it OKC?
They laughed at me. I'll say it every single day for the rest of my life. I've been the greatest predictioner of all time.
The Oklahoma City Thunder. I agree. I think we put them at 1. So I have nothing to gauge this off of.
I just don't think there's any better team. I don't think you can argue anybody in this Western Conference.
Oh, Western Conference. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but in the East, the Celtics are winning the championship.
They have the best roster on paper in the Western Conference.
Easily.
They just truly do.
Deep, too.
Isaiah Hartenstein's going to be out for about a month, but when they get him back, their team is just... They have everything. They have everything you need to win a championship, and this seems like it's going to be their year. Shea is in MVP talks. I don't know. I'm kind of just buying into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it happens. They could drop off drastically.
Yeah, there's a word.
But I think Jalen Williams is going to have I think he's going to be the second best player on this team this year. I don't know. I see it.
Yeah, it's there. They were a young team last year, and there's so much promise. And getting that 1 seed as well. Shea's not going to plateau. He's still young. He's going to get better. J-Dub going to get better. Chet obviously going to get better. Mm-hmm. Bringing Alex Caruso next to Lou Dort as defensive players on this team, along with Hartenstein, who's going to be great for you as a true 5 when you need him. And Isaiah Joe's solid. The other J-Dub is solid. So there's a whole full team, full of all the things you need to be a good NBA team. I love them here.
Yeah, we were talking about like KCP being one of the most underrated moves of the offseason. I mean, how about Caruso? Like, it's just, he fits in perfectly with this team.
And Hartenstein, too. Like, he makes perfectly good moves. Like, I had the idea this week to do drafting perfect NFL or NBA franchises. And one of them was front office. And I was going to pick the Oklahoma State Thunder front office fairly early in that draft because of how good they've been in the last couple
I agree. Sam Presti's probably the best GM in basketball. Like, he truly is. He flips guys.
Great.
Yeah, he finds guys. He flipped guys. I mean, just getting Shea and finding him for Paul George and all that, like, it's just pretty impressive to me. But let's move down. I think we go put 15-14, or do you want to keep going down?
Yeah, I think 15-14 is pretty set in stone. As Kenny Beecham would like to say, these are the 2 worst teams. Shout out Kenny Beecham. Portland and Utah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Utah's going to be the worst.
Yeah, I like Utah here because I really like Portland. Again, a team I'm normally high on, but there's 13 good teams in the West.
Yeah.
So I think Portland will be better than people are saying, but not as good. I was Shaden Sharp lover. Anthony Simons, I think he's great. DeAndre Ayton, I think, is not as bad as people think just because he was the number 1 pick. And so I think Portland might make it kind of interesting there, but they'll be the 14th seed.
Yeah, I thought Klingman was the best player in the draft. He's my favorite prospect out of anyone in the draft. He might not end up being that good, but he was my favorite going into the draft. I thought the Hawks should pick him first overall. I thought all that. Didn't end up happening. He dropped to 7, and I think Portland got a guy. So I'm excited to see how that works out, but they're not going to be good this year. They're too young. They just truly are. So I think we should move back up because I don't know who goes down.
I'm so torn here, God.
There's so many teams.
Okay.
And I think there's got to be one of those teams that drops.
I want to go to 13. I want to go to 13, and I want to say the LA Clippers are going to be number 13.
Oh my gosh. I'm not joking. I said the exact same thing. I think the Clippers are going to be...
Anyone with the right mind, I think, would think the same thing. I mean, the Clippers, Kawhi's never going to play. You have James Harden, who's old, and you have nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, Terrence Mann kind of cooked the Suns. But
Norman Powell's going crazy too.
And Norman Powell, Terrence Mann had like 6 points.
Norman Powell's the good one, but yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to be 13th seed. I think that's pretty. Obviously, it's so subjective here in the Western Conference. Anything can happen. They could be the 2 seed, but I like them at 13. I think they're just 13th best team.
Yeah, there's got to be a team that drops, right? There's got to be one of these just really good teams the past couple of years that have been in that 1-6 that has to end up dropping. I think it's the Clippers, and I think this is the year where they truly think about like, all right, is it time to just trade Kawhi? Because it hasn't worked the last 4 years. He's been injured. He's been in and out of the lineup. Like I just don't see it anymore. So I think this is a rebuild year after this for LA.
Okay, I'll do you one better. Like a 12. Let's go Spurs. And
I don't agree.
I know you're gonna say CP0. You know he's so good. He's old. He's
so washed. Disrespectful.
He's old. He's washed. And look, he's gonna be a solid point guard along with Wemby. He's gonna help Wemby so much in his development. I love the move. But he's not going to make that much of an impact on the winning team, winning-wise. Winning-wise, I really don't. I think Vassell's solid. I think Keldon Johnson's solid. I think Wemby's going to be great. He's going to be generational as he was last year. But as it was last year, he's not going to be enough to pull them up. I think people are too high on the Spurs, and I think they'll be the 12th seed.
Okay, so at my 12, I think it'll be, I don't know. I think San Antonio makes the play-in this year. And I'll say why. Because they got better. Like, they just truly got better, right? And some teams didn't. They were
15 seed last year.
And some teams did, exactly, but they got better, right? Maybe they didn't get that much better. Like, a lot of people are putting them top 6, which I think is crazy, right? But their move in the draft, Stephon Castle was the best move they could have made. They added defense to their team, right? That's what they needed last year, guard-wise. I think CP3's my favorite move of the offseason, honestly, because he just brings it...
Not winning wise.
Okay, maybe you, in your opinion, but I mean, watching this guy play over his career, he's one of my favorite point guards of all time. He might be my favorite point guard of all time. And maybe he's washed scoring wise, but he's still a guy who brings passing to this team, which is not even, they didn't have any of that last year. Trey Jones is not a passer, he's a scoring point guard. So, I don't know, I really like the move, and I don't want to put him at 12. I'll talk to you about 10, 11. I think down here it's Memphis, Houston. In my opinion.
Memphis?
Yeah, and that's my hot take. I think Memphis...
You're wrong.
Okay.
I got what Houston there, because I would have had Houston at 11.
Okay, let's put Houston at 12.
So you can put Houston at 12. I think they're going to be a really good team, but just not good enough. Like, that 12 seed could win 45 games.
So who do you see dropping out of all these teams? Okay, fine. Let's just put San Antonio at 11. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think they're at like 10-ish, but it's fine.
I really don't think they're going to improve. Like, look throughout history. Teams are not going to improve this.
Well, they're going to improve. They got 15 or 11.
They're going to improve. They're going to improve, but they're not going to get into the play-in. They're not better than the Lakers, the Warriors, the Pelicans, the Kings. They're just not a better team. They don't have that star second guy other than not Chris Paul. He's terrible. Other than Wemby, Chris Paul is going to be solid. Keldon Johnson's solid. They have solid players, but they don't have that second big great player like a lot of these teams have. All right.
Did you watch that game, by the way, last night?
No,
so it was interesting. So they lost to Dallas or whatever, but Pop ran a different starting lineup. He didn't run Vassell or Keldon Johnson in the starting lineup, which is interesting. He put Champagnie out there, and somebody else, a couple other people, but he didn't run Keldon Johnson or Vassell in the starting lineup. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Was it like
I don't even remember.
Paul Champagnie or whatever, and then Sochan.
Yeah, Sochan's really good.
Who is their center? Is that Collins?
Remember. No. Wemby was running center, but
okay, so then Sochan was a 4.
I don't remember. But
it doesn't matter. Okay.
Either way, all right. So I think the team that drops is Memphis.
I think they're going to be solid.
That's why a lot of people are really high.
I don't think they're going to be top 3, 4, but I think they're going to be solid. I think they need to be in the talks for the top 6.
Okay,
now,
so
the two teams I think are going to be here are LA, Golden State. And I think everyone's going to be so high on them, they didn't get better. Neither team got better.
It's not true.
Who got better? Which one is
Warriors got a lot better. But
by doing what? Getting rid of people?
So they added Buddy Hield.
He's good.
Which right now is he's not better than Klay Thompson, but think about who the 3 best 3-point shooters have been in the last 10 years.
Well,
it's been Steph Curry at 1. It's been Klay Thompson at 2. And number 3 has been Buddy Hield. So when you replace a guy like Klay Thompson with a guy like Buddy Hield who does pretty much the exact same thing, he plays worse defense. You know, there's a bunch of other things, but he can shoot the hell out of the ball. Like he truly just can. So I think
that's a net negative. So what else do they do?
Anthony Melton, he added a lot of defense. I think it's a really good move. He was very, very good last year for Philly in his plus minus. I think Golden State is a top 4 seed, and that's my hottest take. Okay, you can laugh it all out right now. And we'll see what happens. But I had Golden State around my 4-3. And I definitely can't put them at 9 or 10. I'm fine putting LA around there.
You can put LA at 10.
Okay, you want to put LA at 10? That's fine. I do think they're a lot better.
Oh, you put them at
I put them at 2. What if they were
all the way down?
What if they were at 2 though?
Kenny Mitchell, fix it.
Oh yeah, that's facts. This should be a better. It should be like you can take them out.
It should be drag drop. All right.
I guess.
So now what do you want to do? Because now you don't have the Warriors here.
It can't be the Warriors. I promise. I'll put Kings.
Who are you putting?
So I think the Kings are way worse than the Warriors, in my opinion.
I think you're wrong. I think they're closer than. I think they're close, but I think the Kings are better. And if they're not way worse.
Like I just don't see why Golden State would be so bad. Like what's the
It's the lack of
big factor.
It's the lack of talent, James.
Okay. Well, they have one of the best players in the world on their team.
Are you too far over here?
No.
No. Okay. Sorry, I'm just OCD.
They have one of the best.
Steph.
Yeah.
Steph is great, but last year you saw Steph can't do it himself. They had AirPods, who's solid NBA player. TDP, solid NBA player. Draymond Green, not that good. Kuminga, not that good. Wiggins, all right. Buddy Hield, all right. D'Anthony Melton, all right. You don't have that big, good guy in there other than Steph Curry. And the NBA has shown you need those guys. It can't be just one player. And so you saw it last year. They were the 10 seed last year with just roughly the same team.
Yeah.
So I can't say they're gonna make that much of a jump, just because they didn't make that big of a move. They didn't make that much of a jump.
So I think about the Bucks 3 years ago on their team. Who was the best player on the team? It was Giannis. Right? He was a top 5 player in the NBA. I believe Steph's the top 5 player in the NBA. Okay.
He's not.
Okay.
Steph's not top.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, he is, but he's
fine. Close.
It's not either way.
He's top 10, but they had Giannis.
To win a championship, you need a top 10 player on your roster, right? They have Steph.
They had Brook Lopez, who is way better than any of the centers.
Okay.
Dream of.
All right, fine.
Chris Middleton, who's way better than.
He's on the same level as Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield.
Yeah, he really is. He plays the exact same defense and he can't shoot as well.
In 2021, he was not. Chris Middleton was a good NBA player.
Okay, Buddy Hield is really good. Like I feel like people are getting recency bias.
That good.
But he was a really good NBA player shooting wise.
Still great.
Just think about what the Warriors did on their championship runs 2 years ago. What's the difference between Klay and Buddy Hield? Like I don't see a difference. He really wasn't coming back from his injury. He really wasn't. So they were on, in my opinion, the same level. I think Klay Thompson's a better NBA player.
Holiday is better than any of the players.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, so now go back to the Warriors then. Like 2 years ago, but go back to the Warriors.
It's the Warriors. They had Steph.
What's the? I don't see a difference.
Steph, I think, is slightly worse now than he was.
Okay, Draymond obviously he's older.
But Draymond Green worse now than he was.
Well,
Klay Thompson better than Buddy Hield, especially 2 years ago. Who else did they have? They had
exactly.
They had Wiggins, who had a hell of a year.
He did, but he didn't play well in the finals.
And then their center was who? Kuminga or Looney?
Oh, he did play well in the finals, but it was
Kuminga. So they had an abnormal run, and I'll say it. But what were they like? What were they seed that year? 3, 4, 5.
They're fourth. Three, 4.
In the Western Conference, is not nearly as good than it is now.
Maybe. I see Golden State working this year. I see Steph Curry having one of the best statistical seasons of his career. I can't put him in the play-in. I'm fine putting him in like 6.
No, you have to put him in the play-in.
They're just not. They're not.
You mean they're just not? They're bad.
Can we put Sacramento here? Can we just do that?
Yeah, no, I said that.
Okay, let's put Sacramento at 9.
Okay, but we have to do Golden State 8. There's 7. Those 7 teams are so much better than Golden State.
They're just not.
Which one of those teams is worse than Golden State?
Denver, in my opinion.
Denver is not worse than Golden State.
Denver, no. This year, I'm very high on Golden State. And maybe on paper, and that's all we got to look at, right? But I'm high on Golden State this year. I think they're, in my opinion, they're the 3 seed in the West, which is crazy to say. But I mean, I think New Orleans could be down here. I don't really know.
If you want to put Golden State at 7, we can maybe talk about that. But you cannot put Golden State higher than 7 because they're just not.
I think Memphis should go here at 8.
Memphis. Okay.
I
say Golden. If you want to put Golden State at 8, I'll keep. If you want to move your team down to the plan, I'll move my team down to the plan.
What does that mean?
So you put Golden State at 8. I'll put Memphis at 7. So I have Memphis at 6.
But they're not. What? That doesn't make sense. I have Golden State at 3.
They're moving down 5.
That doesn't. What? 5 to 7 is different than like.
And that's like not an abnormal take to have Memphis at 5. That's
no. It is. A lot of people agree with that. A lot of people think Memphis is going to be
abnormal. Yeah. Nobody agrees with you on this one.
Okay, well that's fine, and we don't have to put that. But I just want to state for the record that I think Golden State's going to be a top 4 seed in the West this year.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's fine. We'll throw Golden State at 8. Memphis is going at 7. And then we can do these next 5.
Now, if I were doing it, I would put the Pelicans in the play-in probably. Pelicans are Suns.
Yeah, I agree.
But now we're here with the Pelicans. I still love the Pelicans. We can do them at 6.
I agree. Totally agree.
They are the worst team out of the 6. But if you do that, I think you put Phoenix at 5. Just because they were the same record last year. I think both teams got slightly better. And so I think they each moved up 1 spot.
So, okay.
I like Phoenix at 5.
So my big thing is I think Phoenix is, in my opinion, a better team than the Timberwolves, and then Denver.
Okay, well, they're not better than the Timberwolves.
Okay, maybe not.
Sure.
But both teams lost something that I don't know if it made them better. Like Denver did not get better.
Denver did not get better. No,
they didn't.
I think
they just truly didn't, and that's all I'm looking at right now. And I don't think they're going to be as good. They have the best player in the world on their team, so they're going to be top 6, right? I just don't really see it. I think Phoenix just adding the point guard. Adding the defense, they're playing more rookies. I just see Phoenix being a lot better this year, and maybe that's coming just because I'm a Suns fan.
They will. You're a Suns fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
They will be better this year than they were last year. I do agree with that, but they'll be marginally better.
And I think Minnesota got worse. So
Minnesota, they maybe got
not
an inch worse, but then there was like a 7-game difference there.
I think we should put Denver at 5.
I say Phoenix at 5. You want to flip a coin? I'll say Phoenix at 5.
All right, fine. We'll flip a coin.
All right, what do you have?
Give me heads.
Tails never fails, baby.
Right, yeah.
We'll do.
All right, Denver at 5.
Phoenix at 4.
Phoenix at 4. I think that's fine. Those are interchangeable. I think they're very close teams.
I think Denver is not going to be very good this year, or they're going to be good, not as good. I think that's 4, 5, 6, 7 are going to be very close.
Yep.
As they were last year, but just with different teams. If you now, Dallas, Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to be number 2.
Okay, so
I can't get on Dallas number 2 train.
So I think Dallas. I said it on the last episode when we predicted the finals or whatever. I said I think it's gonna be Dallas Boston again. I think Dallas is my favorite roster in the West. It's not the best. It's OKC, but they're the second best in my opinion. I don't know. I see the Clay thing working out. It just makes sense to me. They couldn't shoot last year very well, and they had one of the best shooters of all time. So like I don't know. I just see the Dallas thing working out. These are totally interchangeable. I think they're very close. Minnesota I don't think they're gonna be as good without Cat. Like I don't think they can get better.
No, they didn't get better.
But I don't.
I think Dallas is not. Dallas was the 4 seed last year. Remember that. But I think Dallas is better than they were last year. I think Minnesota is going to be good.
Wasn't Minnesota 6?
No, they were
3. They were 3 because it was 3-6. It was 3-6 versus Phoenix. Yeah, you're right.
So I think Anthony Edwards gets better. I think Rudy Gobert will be able to play much more freely without Cat. I think Julius Randle has a great year. People forget about him. He's a great player, all-star. And so getting him for Cat was good, and I think he'll fit better than Cat did. So I think they'll be the same. I think they'll stay pat.
Okay.
Which means I think I have them at 2, and I have Dallas at 3.
All right. Well, I got Dallas at 2, Minnesota at 3. Let's just flip a coin. Let's do it again. Why not?
So, what do you have?
Give me heads.
That never fails. This one's not 51-49, by the way.
Oh. All right. That's fine. We'll put Minnesota at 2, Dallas at 3. I think Dallas could end up getting the 1 seed this year. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think the 1, 2, 3 could end up being just to put this out there. I think it could be Dallas, OKC, Golden State.
Okay, you want to bet?
Do you want me to bet that Golden State is a top 6 seed?
I'll bet they're top 4.
Alright, top 6. Top 6. You put them at 8. And you were saying they were going to be even lower. So bet me on top 6. $5.
10. No, 5. It's fine.
$5. Yeah.
Alright.
$5 that Golden State is a top 6 seed. Okay?
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let me write down. Wait, when does the...
I think Curry could win another MVP this year.
What time does the season end? What day?
I don't know. It's sometime late March, early April. No. It's like April. April 19th. That's gonna be my guess. What time y'all think the NBA season? I don't even know.
NBA season.
Let's say April 19th.
This computer's slow.
Oh, April it's
13th.
Okay. Oh, I was close. 13th.
So is Golden State top 6? I'm gonna write a reminder for myself here, guys. I have it for other bets.
Charlie could win $15, or I could win $15. Yeah. What was the $10 bet? I don't even remember.
It was Giants or Rams. Right now the Rams are up by half a game.
The Rams are up
by half a game.
Well, yeah, because they won.
They just won, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Against a great team. You don't think?
No. I agree. I'm just saying. All right.
And
that's the Giants are gonna be good, bro. I can't lie.
Okay, well that's
okay. This conversation for another time.
They're 2-5 right now.
Let's run. We'll put this. You gonna put it on screen now, or you want me to run through it?
Oh, it's been on the screen, guys.
Oh,
no, it's been on the screen.
All right, my bad. When he was yapping about the NBA regular season.
It's been on the screen. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
So now let's get the recent rundown. It's off the screen now, James.
Oh, my bad.
Obviously, you cannot see it.
Let me see.
No, you got it wrong. No,
I don't see it.
Okay.
It's
not there anymore.
All right. Well, let's cue the music.
All right. Okay. World Series Game 1 is Friday night. That's tonight for us. Dodgers, Yankees, Garrett Cole, Jack Flaherty. The series is going to be electric. I cannot wait. The Chiefs are 6-0. They're the NFL's lone unbeaten after Minnesota loses to Detroit and now to the Rams. Georgia beats Texas. Georgia up to number 2. Texas down to number 5. And Tennessee beat Bama. Tennessee up to number 7. Bama down to number 15. Deshaun Watson's out for the season with a ruptured Achilles. He should retire, guys. He should retire. He's to be placed by Jameis Winston. Look with the ball to him at the end of the game. Brandon Ayuk, ACL tear, and Chris Godwin, the dislocated ankle, are out for season. However, Chris Godwin could return during the playoffs. DeAndre Hopkins was traded to the Chiefs for a 5th-round pick that could become a 4th-round pick. Will his career be revived in Kansas City? And Tua Tagovailoa is going to return this week, and he won't wear the Guardian cap. Look at this tough guy. And LSU plays A&M this week in a battle of the SEC unbeatens. James, who you got?
Close. I think it's really close. And from everything I've seen, I think it's going to be the best uniform battle of the season. All black versus all white.
Oh, yeah.
They are. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to actually give the edge to Texas A&M. I think it's really close. I'm going to have them by 3. And I think LSU bounces back and beats Bama in the next 2 weeks. And I think they still get in the playoffs. But I got Texas A&M coming out.
Couldn't agree more. A&M by 3.
I'm cheering for LSU.
Yeah,
1,000%. We both have LSU shirts on right now. So, we want LSU to win. But I think A&M they look good. If we can't stop the run, it's over.
A&M by 3. I do think LSU, I couldn't tell you if they lose this game, if they made the playoffs. I think they went out, but I just don't know how the rest of it's going to shake out. And that's what it depends on. You don't control your own destiny if you have 2 losses.
There was an interesting scenario that I saw the other day where it was every single SEC team ends up with 2 losses. In a scenario who do you put in? It's really cool. It's like Ole Miss would have to win out. It was a bunch of other things. Vandy would have to beat us, but it was kind of realistic, but kind of not. But
yeah. All right. So, you want to move on to 45 seconds of MLB now?
Hey, Tua, is it drip over mental health?
Oh, absolutely.
Drip over mental health?
No, this isn't
Guardian cap is not drip.
This isn't mental health. This is
Sorry.
Dying.
Literal mental.
Like living and dying.
Literally CTE. He has to have CTE already.
Yeah.
Right?
It's bad.
he's had 4 concussions.
He's tough. He's a tough guy. He loves football to death.
I'd just retire, honestly. Go live on your money.
I wouldn't retire yet, but I'd be close.
Alright, let's get in 45 seconds to MLB. You want to go first or me?
Yankees and Guardians. Go, James.
Alright, bet. I want to say the one word for the Yankees that I've said a lot over the course of their playoffs is aura. They have so much aura. I'm going to be totally honest. I've had a really fun time watching the Yankees. I don't like the Yankees at all, but they were dominant in this series. They really were. Guardians' offense just couldn't keep up. They haven't been able to, get it going, in my opinion, in the playoffs, really, what they did, especially at the beginning of the regular season. And they were just burnt out, right? They're pitching, they're hitting, and the Yankees are just a better team. They just truly are. And I think the Yankees are a team that, one of the best teams of all time, in my opinion. I think they go on. I think they win the World Series. But this was an interesting series, but the Yankees come out on top.
That's all right.
Did I run out?
Yeah, 1 second. Good job. Yeah, good job.
No, I was asking you to give me the phone. Are we changing this to the Right Bench Podcast logo?
Yes, sir. Bro, why does he keep doing that?
Wait. Why is Golden State at 8? I thought we put them at 3.
We did not put them at 3.
Yeah, Golden State should be at 3, right, guys?
No, we should not.
No? No one think that? No?
Let's see that works.
Am I the only one that thinks that, or?
You can unplug that now.
Alright, go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yankees, Guardians, 4-1 is the series. This series was very close and all about the late scoring. No game was decided by more than 3 runs, and the last 3 games were decided in the 8th or later with 2 extra inning battles. Cleveland, they had a great year. They looked really good in the playoffs, better than I thought they would. Their offense struggled a bit this series, though, and Class A got flamed all series, which was so surprising. Expect to see them back once again after something on the offseason. The Yankees, lots of huge hits late in this game, like I said. The last 3 games decided in the 8th or later. Their rotation showed up. Their stat rotation showed up. They moved to see the Dodgers in the World Series. Keys for the World Series, be able to lean on their stat rotation, better offense early rather than needing it late, and take advantage of weak Dodgers starters. That's what they've been all playoffs, weak Dodgers starters. Do that, and the Yankees will be
Oh, not bad, not bad.
I was done.
It's pretty good.
I was done.
You're trying to ramble on a little bit.
I was just do that, and the Yankees will become world champions.
All right, I actually did watch this series, so
Dodgers.
We're excited about
I didn't
this.
really watch any of it.
I watched Dodgers Mets a little bit more.
Dodgers Mets, go.
All right, I want to talk about the. I want to talk about the Dodgers. I want to talk about how incredible their offense is. They're incredible. They're so good. And I think the Yankees Dodgers matchup is gonna be. It's gonna be the best World Series we've had in a minute, in my opinion. It's the 2 best teams in baseball. So I think the Dodgers. I don't really know what else to say about them. They were just dominant in this series. They truly were. They looked like a better team the entire series. Mets were playing from behind all the time. But the Mets, their pitching wasn't great either. They couldn't really get the bats going, especially at the start of games. They could at the end, right? Lindor started getting going towards the end of the series. But I just didn't see the Mets winning this series. I really wanted them to. Really wanted to see Mets-Yankees. Couldn't pull it out. Dodgers win.
2 seconds. Good job. Frick the Mets, though. Let's be real. Frick the Mets.
What's wrong about the Mets?
You're
a Phillies
biggest
fan.
rivals, and I think they're bums.
Well, they also took you out of the playoffs, so it's kind of
yeah,
funny.
I hate the Mets.
Go.
All right, this series 4-2 Dodgers. It was all about the blowout. No game was decided by less than 4, and only one of them was decided by 4. The Mets. This was supposed to be a rebuild year for them. It's crazy. They had a legendary run, led by guys I haven't heard of till this year: Mark Vientos, Jose Iglesias, even more. This will be a big offseason for them. They need to re-sign Pete Alonso, and they're always making big signings. For the Dodgers, they'll finally win the pennant after another great season. It's just felt different this year. Key to that are their Shohei Ohtani's greatness and their bullpen being so good. They moved to play the Yankees in the World Series. It'll be great. The keys for them in the World Series is to have a competent starting pitching. They need bullpen way too much these last series. Your starters must outplay their stars. Your stars must outplay their stars. Betts, Ohtani, Freeman, Flaherty must be better than Judge, Soto, Stanton, and Cole. Do that, and the Dodgers are world champions.
Whoa. Buzzer beater. That was like perfect.
I mean, I kind of yeah.
That's pretty good, though.
All right, it's time for NFL picks, people. We have a guest, like I said.
Did we already call him out? Call him up? Or did we text him?
No, I texted him already. Yeah, no,
all right.
I'm on top of that.
Okay.
So, I have Charlie Como on this sheet because he canceled for the second week in a row. El Charlie Como.
Charlie, El Charlie Como.
Hey, we'll see you next week, though. We'll see you next week.
Still love you, Charlie, though.
Let's get Sonic Alhor in here.
Let's go!
Sonic!
How you doing, Sonic? You good?
All right.
Let me move your chair in here, my boy. Cut on that cord.
Oh, I just completely messed y'all up. I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I just nailed the mic. I don't know.
Alright, well, you're gonna need to scoot in a little bit.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I completely nailed y'all. But I hurt your ears. Oh, sorry, guys. I need to.
I got you.
Step on out.
I got you.
What up?
Yeah,
I think our music's already out of time. So.
Wait, was the music guy?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Was that kind of like a... Was that an aura moment?
I think
So-
so.
Okay, we need to stop talking about that.
Me personally, I think that was
Okay.
a moment.
Alright.
Alright, I'll give you what you need to do here, Sonic. Our guest is Sonic, not Charlie Como, who I have written down here. The leader in the clubhouse right now, Luke Duvall, at 76.9%. And Sonic, you need 12 out of 15 here for the lead. No buys this week, which is very interesting.
So Luke's going down. That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay. Alright.
NFL nowhere right here. What's the word?
professional.
Hey,
when you bet with
who's
them,
your
what's the
favorite?
word?
Who's your favorite NFL player?
I'd say Bryson Daly. He's a QB.
He's not. He's not in the NFL. But you'll hear about him later. I think.
Drew Brees.
What's the word when you like? What's the word when you like go bet with him? What's the word?
What do you mean?
Like
Money
you bet
line?
with somebody, like bet.
Parlay? Money?
No, it's like you.
don't bet,
You,
so
you
I
don't
don't
know
know.
betting, do you?
Yeah, Sadek's not a gambler.
Yeah. So make sure you talk a little softly because you're right in front of the mics. I'm not.
Get
Sure.
up.
I'm looking it up because I'm crazy. Term that means betting with.
Can we strike that from the record? Okay.
With.
It's definitely staying in, but
Is this what
Alright, term that means betting with
yeah,
someone.
it's still rolling. I'm pretty sure. I don't think you're gonna find the word. by the way.
alright. Let's take my time.
All right, let's just get into it. Let's run.
Philadelphia Eagles, Cincinnati Bengals. James.
Okay, I'm gonna actually go with the Bengals. I think this is a very, very close game. But I have Cincinnati coming out on top. They're rolling right now. They didn't look great in Sunday Night Football last week. But I got Bengals winning.
Yeah, Philly really hasn't been great, and I think Cincinnati's run continues. Their incline continues. They just get better and better every week. Give me Cincinnati.
I have to build on that, really. I think the Bengals are amazing and have played amazing in the past. And also, there's a cat named the Bengal, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's what it's named after.
Pick, yeah.
Alright, Chargers, Saints.
They have a live mascot. Anyone know?
I don't think so.
That'd be pretty
That
cool.
would be
Chargers,
cool.
Saints.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Told you last week I will never pick the Saints in another game this year. It's not gonna happen. So I went with the Chargers. I think they run the ball well. I think J.K. Dobbins is a big game. And I don't know. I don't see Justin Herbert throwing much in this one.
Yeah, I'll actually piggyback off that one. Saints stink. And J.K. Dobbins is gonna run wild. Stop interrupting me. J.K. Dobbins is gonna run wild in this one. Give me the Chargers.
I like to say the Chargers. I don't know if you guys saw my episode last year. I believe it's episode 8 NFL drafts again.
No.
Or 10. Yes.
Who are you talking about?
He was on it
episode
season
last
1.
year.
I know.
Season
Yeah,
1.
okay.
I'm an OG. I also think the Chargers are going to win, like I said last year, because who doesn't like a Charger? And have you guys...
after last year, see if you actually said that. Anymore.
I did, actually.
If you pick the Chargers?
Yeah.
It was Chargers versus Broncos, I recall.
No, I think he's actually right.
You listened to it, didn't you?
No.
All right, Chargers. All right. Yep,
Chargers are awesome. Have you guys ever seen the car of the Charger? I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah.
It's an amazing car.
Patriots, Jets.
I ended up going with the Jets. I think this is a big game. And it really figures out who the Jets are, right? So I don't know. I don't think it's very close. I think Garrett Wilson has a big game. Don't think Devontae Adams gets in quite yet. Got the Jets on top.
This game is just bad versus less bad, in my opinion. It'll be an ugly win, but a win for the Jets indeed.
I don't know if you guys remember the Super Bowl a few years ago, but
Alright, so
remember when everyone thought the Eagles were going to win and then the Patriots were going to lose, but then the Patriots came back with a clutch?
it was the opposite.
That was Falcons, but
Same thing's going to happen here. Patriots going to win.
okay, a little upset. All right.
See, I know.
Packers, Jaguars.
I went with Green Bay in this one. I haven't picked him in the last couple of weeks, but I did want to go back to him. Jordan Love looks good right now. He really does. And Romeo Dobbs has been playing great. Same thing with Dontavian Wicks. A couple of those smaller receivers coming in big. Green Bay throws the ball a lot. I think they throw the ball a lot in this game as well. Got Green Bay winning.
You coming away from the Packers is part of why you're down 10, which is what we're going to talk about right now because I forgot to talk about it earlier.
That's correct.
I won all 3 of our differences last week. So Charlie 67, James 57. High scoring year. Definitely. But see if you can make a comeback. Yeah, we'll see.
Like all of our differences he's picked right and I picked wrong.
I'll take Green Bay. They're crazy hot right now. Jacksonville, their rough times are going to continue. Give me Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay's awesome. But going back to this game with the Jaguars, if we just look at nature, I mean, Jaguars are natural predators. They're going to win this.
Oh.
Isn't there a car called a Jaguar too?
Huh?
A car called a Jaguar
There
too.
is a car called a Jaguar too, but I don't think that's a really good car.
Yeah, you could base like all of the teams off of cars.
Lions,
I mean,
Titans.
who actually has the Jaguar?
Lions, Titans. I went with the Lions. Titans are one of the worst teams in the National Football League. Just lost DeAndre Hopkins. They won't get better. They've gotten worse. Tajay Spears has not gotten as much reps as he should. I'm going to go with the Lions. Pretty big here.
Yeah, Detroit looks so good right now. They look so good. It'll be a rough game for Tennessee and a big win for the Lions.
I'm a huge Lion fan. Lions are king of the jungles, and Lions are king of football. So, Lions are winning.
For real.
Bucks, Falcons.
Bring me up for real.
I went with the Falcons in this one. This offense just looks really good. Drake London has had a very good year, and that's mainly because of Kirk Cousins. They're going to throw the ball a lot. We know that. I think it's a very close game. Bucks without Chris Godwin, I gave the edge to the Falcons.
And Mike Evans.
Oh, he's not playing?
He's not going to play for till after their bye.
Oh, it's that bad? I didn't realize it was that bad.
Atlanta too. So such a big game for the division, especially for Tampa Bay. Since Atlanta took the first game they played, this is their second one. Tampa Bay's injuries are just too much. Couldn't have come at a worse time. Give me the Atlanta to win the division because of it.
I'd say the Falcons are gonna win this because they're the king of the skies. So they're the king of football again, just like the Lions.
Are they the king of the skies?
Buccaneers are the king of the sea, though.
I was thinking Bucks like the deer animal buck.
No, like
Bucks,
BUCS.
like Buccaneers, like a
It's
like a pirate.
Do pirates really exist anymore? I mean, they do, true, but like.
What the conspiracy theory are you talking about?
No, I search it up.
Cardinals and
Search it up.
Dolphins.
Hey, Cardinals, huh?
Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Okay, I quit.
I actually like that.
I don't think the Dolphins
Ben in chat.
I don't think the Dolphins look that good this week. A lot of people are saying Tyreek's gonna have a big game. Jalen Waddle's gonna have a big game. Dolphins offense is back. I don't see it. I think the Cardinals defense plays well. I have Kyler Murray coming out on top.
Yeah, Tua's return, I think, is... You about to talk there, weren't you?
No.
Sorry. Tua's return is going to go poorly. I think there's a bet where you can see, like, plus 100 for another concussion. No, actually, that was a joke.
That is crazy.
Because without the Guardian Cat. Like, what are you doing without the Guardian Cat, bro? Arizona wins a close one. What do you got?
I think the Dolphins are going to win because I don't know if you guys have ever seen these videos, but Dolphins, they, like, go in crowds and they beat up sharks. And if you can take down a shark, you can take down anyone on the football field.
Sure.
This guy.
Ravens and Browns.
I really wanted to pick the Browns in this game. I really, really did. I didn't. I ended up going with the Ravens. They're just a better team. I think the Browns look better without Deshaun Watson. I really do believe that, but I have the Ravens winning this one.
Yeah, Cleveland's a dumpster fire right now. Not good. Baltimore is going to stay hot in this one. They get the win. And James, 8 straight with me. That's not how you get a 10-point deficit.
Yeah, I know. I got one, at least,
all right,
that I got to win.
So, they said the Ravens, but we all know Brown Bears. Those are the beasts of the forest. They're winning this.
Okay.
Cleveland is going to perform.
So, Brown Bear versus a Raven. That is a good point. Probably Brown Bear will win.
I don't think they're named after Brown Bears.
Well, they are in my eyes.
No, they're named after a dog. Or that's their mascot.
I think a dog would still take that.
No, it's like an Irish dude. Or it's like some dude. They have like multiple logos. It's like a dude, it's a dog.
All those would take down a Raven anyways.
It's not even a brown helmet, it's an orange helmet. Jim Brown played for the Browns.
Yeah.
Chad, we gotta look that up.
Named after his first coach, Paul
That's so lame. That's the lamest name in the NFL.
Really?
To name it after your original owner, that's so weird. Alright, let's
guys,
go.
change it up.
Oh yeah, sorry, coach.
Alright, Houston and Indianapolis Colts.
I don't see this game being close at all. I have the Texans winning this one. I got to pick a couple safe ones this week. I was close in the Colts. I just couldn't see it happening. I gave the edge to the Texans.
Yeah, 9 straight. That means Houston's going to bounce back this week. It's going to be a blowout. It's going to be Houston.
I was actually born in Houston, so we're going with that.
Hey,
let's go.
Houston stinks.
Shout out Houston.
Houston's cool.
Houston's awesome.
You can't throw a ball in their parks.
Cool.
I don't believe
that's
that's true.
Mean?
Search that up. Search that up. Put it down in the comments if that's true.
I went to Houston.
Hey, is this a fact check?
So I actually lived in Houston for a while, and that's not true.
You saying you were born in Houston?
I was.
Doesn't mean you lived there.
I lived till 1st grade.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I went to Houston. This is a real life scenario. I went to Houston, and they told us we couldn't throw a ball in their park.
So I don't know what park he's going to, but it's probably fake.
But he went to the...
I went to a park with the
You went to Minute Maid Park, and they said, oh, you can't throw the ball in here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, next game.
It was a park. Alright, Bills and Seahawks.
Oh, okay. I think this is a very close game. Really wanted to pick the Seahawks. Really did. And I know Charlie's going to pick the Bills. I can't lose anymore. I'm going to just go with the Bills. I think it's a very close game. I think Keon Coleman has been looking better and better each week, and I'm excited to see what he does in this game against those Seahawks corners.
Yeah, I got you defensive, boy. Got you defensive. You got to fade me if you want to win. You got to fade me if you want to win.
Hey, remember my picks last year when I picked like the Browns over the Niners and
the Jets over the Niners?
Had some really good picks at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you try to do it again. You just can't do it because they were lucky last year. Can't get lucky 2 years in a row. I'm just saying. Josh Allen looks even better with their receiver. It's so crazy. He didn't even need him. They still got him one.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be a close game, but give me Buffalo.
So the Bills are gonna win. That's all I have to say.
Do you know what a bill is?
Like a dollar bill?
Yeah, like a dollar. It's like a dollar.
Yeah, I was like,
it's a Buffalo.
It's the Buffalo dollar bills.
It's a Buffalo.
Wait, so
Buffalo's takedown. I don't know what a Seahawk is. I've never heard of that in real life. But
I don't think it's a real animal.
I don't think that's a real thing. So I gotta say that
Buffalo is a real animal.
A Seahawk?
Yes, it is.
Search it up.
A hawk is
Chat, search it up again.
A Seahawk is not a real animal.
No, we should have a new segment.
A hawk.
Fact or...
A hawk? Wait, is it a hawk that lives
Fact or
in the
false?
sea?
That's a new segment. Comment factor false down below.
Wait, why is that not a bad idea?
I told you.
Well, I started kind of cooking with this.
I told you.
You can't look
It's
up.
actually such a good segment. I'm writing that down.
It's just gonna come up with an act. It's not a Seahawk.
It's
Put it on history.
real
I
better.
made the fact
Yeah.
and false segment.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, is
That's
the Seahawk
that's
real
a
bird?
normal honk. I have to.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not a
I'm screaming.
Seahawk.
That's a normal honk.
Yeah,
We're gonna click on it.
The National Wildlife.
And I think a buffalo.
Let me
would
see if this
eat
is
that
a good
thing.
source,
Even though
guys.
I don't
It's
believe they do.
like National Wildlife.
Real.
Okay, National Wildlife. That's good. That's good.
Is Seahawk a real bird?
Yeah, it's real.
I believe that's just like a normal hawk, really.
That's just cat. Fish make up 99% of their diet.
What do
I'm
you
pretty
mean?
sure the other 1% is Bronco.
Oh,
This is a Seahawks
it's a
fan.
football thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get into the Bronco thing.
I mean, fish make up 9.
I didn't get into the
What do you mean
Bronco
by
thing.
that?
Well, they say I'm pretty sure the other 1% is Bronco.
You know, Bronco is
'Cause
actually
they own
another
the
term.
Broncos.
Bronco is actually another term for a horse. I just
All right, can we just get to the next game?
Broncos not a
Seahawks not a real
But
bird.
it took me
Back to
embarrassing
false
long
news
time to
segment,
figure out
Sonic
that
Outdoor
they are
Creators.
real birds.
Hey, everybody comment in the below if
Back
you
to
think a
false.
Seahawk is a real bird.
National
or not.
Wildlife Fishery Blog. Seahawks are
Exactly,
real
it's a
bird.
blog.
I
It's
think
just a
comments
random
are
off
created.
It's
person.
National Wildlife Fish.
Danny Tinker's definitely a Seahawks fan.
Okay.
The writer.
You just say you're wrong, and it's okay. Say you're wrong, and that's okay.
Okay,
Y'all
what's
making this
next?
episode go long. I'm really mad. Bears Commanders.
I said I wouldn't pick against Jaden Daniels ever, right? And technically, he's probably not going to play this.
He is absolutely hopeful to play.
Maybe. Either way, I'm taking the Commanders. Marcus Mariota looked great when he came in for Jaden Daniels.
Great.
Just like Derek Carr did against the
Great.
Panthers.
He's a very similar quarterback to Jaden Daniels. He's not as good, obviously. 2 Heisman winners. Just want to point
Jaden
that out.
Daniels is a goat.
I have the Commanders coming out on top. I think their defense plays really well.
Yeah, this would be a great story if Jaden Daniels is able to play.
1
Caleb
versus 2.
Jaden.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it won't matter if he plays because the Commanders are going to win. It's because James beat them.
10 straight.
So let's just see. Have you ever seen anyone command a bear? I know I
Ooh.
haven't. I know I haven't. So the Bears are taking this one nice and easy.
It's 11 straight, James.
What is a commander? I don't know.
Like someone who
Commander
commands
of a
things.
sh- like-
Like
Is it like a
commander.
ship or
Person
like...
that
No, it's a
Commander.
person that commands.
Anyone that commands a thing.
Like
Terrible name.
Pretty
Uh,
inclusive.
Pan-
I think it's a pretty good
Pretty
name.
inclusive. Unlike the Redskins.
The Bears are.
Hey, we don't
pretty,
say that
pretty-
anymore.
Panthers Broncos.
What?
Panthers Broncos. I will not watch this game. No one should watch this game. It's going to be pretty pitiful. Ended up going with Denver because there's been talks that Bryce Young could come back this week or whatever. I don't think he end up will. But I really wanted to go Carolina. Deontay Johnson's played really well. He's on my fantasy team. Still got to go Denver.
12 straight, James.
Denver's defense is
What's
too
the game?
good.
Yeah, Denver just is going to stay hot.
What's the game?
Stop talking while I'm talking.
Denver, Carolina.
You're like little children.
Yeah, my bad.
Denver stays hot. They're going to stay hot. They've been hot. They're very hot, if you haven't noticed. Carolina is not
Like
hot.
me.
They're very bad. Give me Denver.
Like me.
Chiefs, Raiders. No, I'm sorry. You haven't picked yet.
Gosh.
So I think that
Denver, Carolina.
Denver is actually gonna just take the cake with this one because.
All right, that's enough.
What?
Raiders, Chiefs.
All right, Raiders, Chiefs. Raiders are dumpster fire right now. It's literally just Max Crosby and nothing, pretty much. Chiefs are going to move to 7-0 pretty
Two
easily.
more.
They're so good. I'm going to be honest with you. They might go undefeated. That Bills game is going to be the hardest one on their schedule. Besides that, Chiefs could go undefeated. Got the Chiefs on top.
2 more. My goal is just to pick with you at this point because you can't.
Well, you can't cheat. You got to say your answers.
No, I am.
All right.
But the last one you're gonna pick the Giants, so it doesn't even matter. KC is the best team in the NFL. It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be the Chiefs.
Chiefs are gonna win. I don't even think it's gonna be a close one. They dominate this football field, like the other ones that I've said also dominate.
Football field.
Cowboys, Niners.
Football field.
Okay, really hard game
You
to
got
pick for
something
me.
to say? Sorry.
How was this hard game to pick for you?
It was a hard one for me. Sunday Night Football. I gave the edge to Dallas.
Oh, you did not. You just looked at my
so-
paper.
No, I swear.
Hey, it's right here.
Man, no,
Put this on the record.
It's
Put this on the
box. You
record.
see the little box,
I
guys?
like winning. No, I like winning.
So I think it's a really close
Who
game.
doesn't?
I do. I think Dallas looks a lot better this week. I think their defense looks a lot better. I ended up going Dallas. I don't know why. I just had the urge to do it. I had to pick a couple different ones. I knew you were going to pick the Niners. I went with Cowboys.
Yeah, Dallas can't be a good team, so you're just trying to lose at this point.
Maybe.
Just like you were last week, just like you do every time you pick the Giants.
Maybe.
I think the KC loss last week is really going to motivate San Francisco to have a really good game against a team that can't win good big games. Give me San Francisco.
So I'm just gonna say, I was from Texas, so we're going with Dallas again. Dallas again.
Dallas?
And
You
no matter what Charlie says, Dallas is taking him down. I mean, yeah, taking him
I
down.
love winning. It feels
This is
so
our
good.
year.
Winning feels
This is
so
Dallas'
good.
year.
All right.
All right, Giants, Steelers winning just.
Okay, so I haven't picked against the Giants once this year, but Steelers look really good. Nah, I'm going with Malik Neighbors and Daniel Jones. I don't know why. I don't know why I just have.
You just don't know why.
I don't know why I think the Giants are so good. I think Tyrone Tracy looks really good. He's the rookie back. Yes, he is.
This guy.
I don't know. I just think the Giants, they're just an interesting team for me this year. I think they end up grabbing that 7 seed in the playoffs. Don't know why. Maybe they don't. They're 2-5.
They already have 5 losses.
They're 2-5. Saints are too.
They suck.
Yeah. I just.
You don't say suck.
I gave it
He's
to the
talking yourself
Giants.
out of it every day.
I gave it to the Giants.
They're just bad. You're gonna give me $10 because of it, and it's gonna be feels so good to
Yeah,
win.
but I'm gonna win 5 on the Golden
If you
State
had just
one.
not stop, if you just never picked the Giants, you'd be within like 6 right now.
Maybe.
Or 5.
But
So-
I'm running with the
And
Giants. They
as
have
the
a
season goes
nickname.
on, you like your picks less and less because you know that they're bad, but you can't come away from
Yeah,
it.
I can't come away from Commanders and Giants. It's just not
Pittsburgh's gonna
happen.
stay hot. It's gonna be a blowout, and
This
the
is
Giants are gonna lose. Pittsburgh's gonna win.
It's
It's winning feels so good.
Steelers.
What do you like?
It's like a steel worker.
I'm with the Steelworkers. Actually, no. Switch that, scratch that, throw it out. I'm with the Giants.
Like who's gonna beat a giant in a fight?
Exactly.
Nobody.
Giants are Giants.
Go Giants.
Who's gonna lose to Daniel Jones in a game?
That's a good-
Nobody.
Everybody.
Actually, he played at Duke, so he's
In college, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Marcus Mariota was
Actually, I don't like Duke at all. So,
Giants
like, why am I
are
even
awesome.
picking against the Giants? There's nothing besides Willie Neighbors that I like about the Giants. Why am I picking them?
when he feels good.
Go Giants.
Bryce Young was good.
Go Giants.
Was a good quarterback in the college football team.
Bryce Young's still a good quarterback. Bad team. They should
Wait,
trade
Chad, was this a hot take?
Bryce Young stinks. All right.
it. All right.
Fact or false?
Dog
Dog
of
of
the
the week.
week. Why don't you go first?
Dog of the week. All right.
Why don't I go first? I usually go first.
Okay.
But I want to go first.
Daddy and Mom, stop fighting.
Go ahead.
I'm the mom.
My dog.
All right, I'm the
just
dad.
strike that from the record. Forget I said
Yeah, I should have
anything.
flexed. That was the weakest flex.
Ha! No, I didn't flex. But
Yeah,
you want
you
to see
did.
me flex? Okay, never mind. This is just
Go.
just say your dog.
Go.
of the week.
So, dog of the week, Bryson Daly, QB for Army. I love Army. I don't know what to just.
All right, let's go.
What?
Talk
All
about
right, never mind. He
Okay,
had
nice.
7 to 10 yards, 7 to 10, 7 4 10. I mean, with 147 yards and 1 touchdown, 31 carries and 171 yards with 5 touchdowns. These are pretty good stats, I have to say.
And you're not shouting out yet. Don't shout out yet.
Shout out
All
the
right,
end.
all right.
Shout out
Shout out at the end.
All right. Yeah. Bryce,
I'm
31
not
carries.
even done.
Oh, sorry.
He also led the Army to a 41-28 win over East Carolina, which is huge.
It's their big win. Yeah, it's their first
Yeah, but-
actual big win.
Quarterback having 31 carries is
So
incredible.
yeah, they run this like option thing
Amazing.
though, like
Alright, yeah.
and Navy too.
So just try to downplay his success.
Okay, my dog of the week. I was looking at the games this week. I was looking at stats, and I came upon the Missouri game. I looked at it and I go, wait, it's Brady Cook, and it's easily Brady Cook because he left this game in the middle of the game, went to the hospital, had an MRI, and came back and led them from a 14-point deficit to win the game against Auburn. Not a good team, but he said at the end of the game, I only get 2.5 games in the stadium. I want to play in them. That's a dog. I don't even have stats this week because that is the biggest dog that I've seen. Shout out to Brady Cook. Like that's
Was this game at Missouri?
yeah,
Right,
it was,
Auburn.
yeah, it was at Missouri.
Okay, Missouri, get it together. You're an SEC school and you know MRI machine, X-ray machines in your locker room.
Well, the hospital's right across the street. But
Get
yeah.
it together.
Yeah.
I bet Army has that. I bet Kennesaw State has that, and you
45-28 win.
don't. And you don't. All right.
Kennesaw State.
My dog of the week, Jaden Ball, running back from Florida, had 22 carries.
Hey, we picked a Division 1 team this week. Good
Bro,
job.
you don't need to.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
It's so bad that you think old dogs can only come from big schools.
I'm joking,
So
I'm joking.
terrible.
Go
It's
ahead.
actually so bad.
You're right.
Jaden Ball, running back from Florida, 22 carries, 106 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He led Florida to a 48-20 win
That's a-
over Kentucky.
I have a question.
What?
Is he related to LaMelo or Alonzo Ball?
Ball, B-A-U-G-H.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Wait,
So no.
okay, gotcha.
I think I picked Diego Pavia at one point last year and they beat Auburn. Probably did.
Good pick.
I don't even know, but I'm sure.
That would be a good pull.
That would be a good pull.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
anyway, he's good. He's good.
good, he's
Because
good.
dogs come from other places.
So
Yeah.
we have an interesting way to get y'all out of this. Sonic wants to shout a couple people out, so we're gonna let him do that.
Shout out. I think that should be a new segment too with Fact or False. Also remember that I made the Fact or False segment, so if that becomes a thing.
It's not a bad idea.
Remember
We'll shout you out every time if that actually
Alright,
does become a thing.
Wait, we're doing
So it's in the records now. Remember that.
Yeah, it's Sonic. It's Sonic. You gotta put Sonic for
So
sure.
new shout out section. That should also be a section. Shout out me, Sonic Alhor. If you want to spell that, it's SADEK
Okay, let's go.
ALHORR. Shout out my IG, Sonic_the Hottie. My Snapchat, Sonic Alhor /HaterTater123. My Brawl Stars, GG Senior Banyo. You know, I'm a gamer. Charlie Como, my pickleball team with me, Charlie Como, James Bush, Harrison Mole, and who else?
Luke Talamo.
And Luke Talamo.
We're gonna
Here we go.
dominate this Sunday, guys.
We're actually gonna get in a tournament and probably win.
We're locked in.
It's the
How many
winner
seasons
mentality.
turn, like 3?
Shout out
10.
Owen Stumpf, Miles Giacone, Bennett Coney, Evan Wynn, Mohammed Yassine Zain. His IG is CTT Yassine. Jules Saunier, and Evan Milligan.
All right, thank you.
Yeah! Alright, see y'all in the next episode.
Yeah,
Fun episode this week, guys.
See y'all.
Kind of one more chill back.
Comment if you want me back.
Peace.